Hey there, Neuvillette. Today we're diving into the wonderful world of monitoring and alerting. It's fundamental when it comes to keeping services stable, wouldn't you say?
Indeed, Hu Tao. Monitoring seems quite crucial, but could you elaborate on why it's considered the foundation in maintaining stable services, especially for gigantic systems like Google's?
Gladly. Imagine trying to maintain harmony in a bustling tea house. Monitoring is like having the perfect blend of teas ready for every customer that walks in. For massive systems, everything needs to be in sync. Monitoring is essential because it lets service owners understand how their systems are holding up and adjust the configurations, as needed.
I see. So the role of monitoring is akin to a guidance system for service owners. How does this symbiotic relationship between the service and its monitoring system actually function?
It's like a delicate dance. The service provides real-time data to the monitoring system, which in turn processes this data to offer insights. Just like the interplay between performers on stage, they need each other to truly shine. The monitoring helps detect any slips and allows corrections on the fly.
Fascinating. And this symbiosis must be especially vital for gigantic systems like Google's. How does monitoring handle such a broad scope?
Well, Neuvillette, it involves gathering vast amounts of data but doing so efficiently. Imagine a lantern festival. There are countless lanterns, each a point of data. Monitoring collects and organizes these to paint a complete picture, ensuring the right ambiance no matter how many lanterns there are.
So it seems efficiency is key. But how does one achieve efficient monitoring at such a scale? Surely sifting through the noise is a massive challenge.
Precisely. It's like a storyteller knowing which parts of their tale to highlight. Monitoring systems like Google's are adept at filtering out the noise to keep essential signals clear. They aggregate data and focus on high-level objectives so engineers aren't overwhelmed by every little hiccup.
Such focus must require sophisticated methods. Do these systems also ensure alignment with business goals?
Absolutely. Monitoring doesn't just keep the lights on, it's there to make sure the lights are highlighting what matters most. It evaluates if the service is delivering what's promised to the business, keeping both engineers and business leaders aligned.
I appreciate your insights, Hu Tao. It's clear that monitoring is much more than simple oversight. It's tightly interwoven with all aspects of service delivery.
Exactly. Every decision, just like every step in a dance, relies on the monitoring system's ability to adapt and inform. It's like having a dance instructor whispering the right steps in your ear.
Is there a specific summarization method that monitoring systems use to handle such large data volumes?
Definitely. They use aggregation, a bit like how you'd gather ingredients to make a batch of delicious dumplings. Instead of focusing on individual data points, monitoring systems look for patterns and group similar data, making big systems feel more manageable.
This reminds me of a musical symphony, where numerous instruments produce a coherent piece. Can we say monitoring functions similarly by balancing individual inputs to achieve harmony?
You catch on quickly, Neuvillette. It's a symphony of sorts, one that requires precision and constant fine-tuning. Without this harmony, you might end up with instruments out of sync, leading to chaotic service.
So monitoring not only keeps services in harmony, but also enables rational decision-making. By having precise data, one would be able to make informed adjustments and changes.
Yes, exactly. It's like having a map in hand while venturing through uncharted lands. Without it, you might miss your destination entirely. Proper monitoring ensures that service goals are consistently met.
And the impact of this is most pronounced in real-world applications when responding to incidents, I suppose.
You're spot on. Just imagine having your umbrella ready seconds before the downpour starts. Monitors help predict and respond to issues so that system performance remains reliable.
From this, I infer that an effective monitoring system not just responds to issues, but anticipates them. That must be the heart of alerting mechanisms.
Indeed. Alerts are that ever-watchful friend who taps you on the shoulder when they sense something off. They need a good balance, though. Too many alerts lead to false alarms, but too few might leave issues unnoticed.
Creating that balance intrigues me. How do systems ensure that alerts are meaningful and not too frequent, leading to desensitization?
It's like tweaking a righteous rhyme. You set thresholds carefully to minimize flapping and fine-tune rules to consider the context. It's about drawing attention only when truly necessary.
The famous dance between precision and noise. Out of curiosity, if new issues arise as systems evolve, how quickly can these monitoring systems adapt?
Very quickly. Like a harpist adjusting strings mid-performance, monitoring systems must be just as nimble. Engineers are constantly updating configurations and rules to adapt to new challenges.
It seems like a perpetual cycle of improvement, a relentless quest for an optimal state.
Precisely. The stage never stays the same for long, and neither should the monitoring systems. Continuous refinement is part of the job. It's what keeps things exciting.
Such dynamism and adaptability surely require robust support from all involved teams. How is this usually orchestrated?
Teams work together like ensemble players, each contributing their expertise to the symphony. Collaboration is key. Both within and between teams, everybody has their part to play.
A captivating performance indeed. As these monitoring systems mature, what does the future hold for them? Devoted soloists or part of a larger band?
The future looks like a grand concert with more integration. Monitoring will likely become even more seamless, supporting innovation rather than being a spotlight hog.
Thank you, Hu Tao, for this immersive tour into the symbiotic ballet of monitoring and alerting. It's a pleasure to see such precise artistry in motion.
The pleasure's all mine, Neuvillette. Understanding monitoring is like appreciating a good poem, layered, meaningful, and full of rhythm. We've only just started.
Hu Tao, you mentioned Borgmon earlier. It seems pivotal in Google's monitoring infrastructure. Can you tell me more about its development?
Of course, Neuvillette. Borgmon is like the heart of Google's monitoring system. It started as a leap from the old-school custom scripts, which were somewhat clunky, to an elegant system focused on collecting time series data.
Time series data, you say? I've heard about this before, but why was shifting to time series so important?
Time series data is key. Imagine tracking a comet's path across the night sky. Using time series, you can capture data at precise intervals and see how it evolves over time, which is crucial for spotting trends and anomalies in system performance.
Interesting analogy, Hu Tao. So how Borgmon's architecture support this focus on time series data?
Borgmon's structure is like a well-tuned instrument. It uses a standardized metrics format to gather data. This uniformity allows information to flow smoothly, ensuring insights can be drawn quickly and efficiently.
Standardization sounds beneficial. How does this translate into practical monitoring benefits, particularly in large-scale systems like Google's?
With Borgmon, efficiency is heightened through standardized metrics, much like organizing a library with a universal classification system. This supports data aggregation across different system layers, making large amounts of information easier to interpret and use.
That sounds incredibly efficient. But how does Borgmon handle the often chaotic flow of real-time data across vast networks?
A great question. Borgmon acts like a conductor, managing the flow of information by aggregating data hierarchically, much like passing notes to different sections of an orchestra to keep everything in sync.
Does this hierarchical system also play a role in filtering signals and reducing noise in the data?
Exactly right. Think of it as trimming the branches to make the cherry blossom bloom more beautifully. By focusing on essential signals and reducing noise, Borgmon ensures that only the most pertinent issues stand out.
With this precise handling, does Borgmon also enhance the system's alerting capabilities?
Absolutely. Borgmon is like a vigilant guardian who raises the alarm only when truly needed. By utilizing time series for alerting, it provides timely insights that help address issues before they escalate.
The integration seems seamless. How does Borgmon ensure such fluidity in its operations?
Fluidity. Borgmon's strength lies in its ability to adjust like water in a stream, adapting instantly with minimal friction, thanks to the standardized data collection and well-organized structure.
It must have taken quite an evolution to develop such a comprehensive system. What steps led to this sophistication?
The evolution was like unfolding layers of a delicate lotus. Initially, it involved simplifying scripts into time series collectors and refining the system's architecture for scalability and efficiency. Over time, insights and design improvements drove Borgmon to its current state.
I admire how you've compared it to a lotus. With such a robust system, are there any specific challenges it aims to address?
Oh, definitely. Picture a bustling harbor. Borgmon addresses challenges akin to managing numerous ships. It aims to simplify data management while keeping an eye on everything at once, ensuring nothing gets lost amid the hubbub.
I can see how crucial it is for maintaining systemic order. Does Borgmon support any specific tools or interfaces for engineers managing these systems?
Yes, Borgmon's interface is a gateway much like the main entrance of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor for engineers. It provides tools for both aggregating data and crafting refined alerts, while a rich query language allows them to chart their path through the data.
This comprehensive support must make life easier for those managing the systems. Is there anything else distinctive about Borgmon's approach?
Borgmon's adaptability stands out, like a merchant keen to adjust to market demands while keeping inventory efficient. It continuously evolves to handle more data, integrate novel methodologies, and maintain low system overhead.
It's evident that Borgmon is vital to Google's operations. But could you elaborate on how this flexibility is achieved without overwhelming the engineers?
By fostering an environment of innovation, engineers and Borgmon grow together like friends sharing tales around a fire. Borgmon's rule-based system provides the leeway to experiment, iterate, and manage complexities without overwhelming tasks.
The beauty of collaboration shines through. As GPT-4 furthers our understanding of digital systems, can we anticipate similar innovations beyond Borgmon?
Absolutely, Neuvillette. As long as there's curiosity, there's always room for innovation. Borgmon has paved the way, but with open-source tools like Prometheus out there, the symphony of innovation continues, allowing everyone a chance to create their own masterpiece.
Your enthusiasm is contagious, Hu Tao. This discussion has drawn such a vivid picture of Borgmon. Would you say it's a framework of simplicity amidst complexity?
Exactly. It's like an art form, a bouquet of intricate designs woven into functionality. Borgmon embraces simplicity and complexity, ensuring clarity in every facet of the system it watches over.
This has been quite enlightening. I expect the next chapter will uncover more such fascinating intricacies.
Oh, it surely will. The tale of Borgmon is rich with learning, and I'm excited to delve deeper into the stories it unveils. Alright, Neuvillette, let's dive into the realm of instrumentation and monitoring techniques at Google, focusing on white box monitoring and how Borgmon plays a pivotal role.
White box monitoring. Sounds intriguing. It's about understanding the internal workings of a system, right? Could you elaborate on that a bit?
Precisely, Neuvillette. Think of it as peeking beneath the surface. White box monitoring allows us to see inside the infrastructure, highlighting how data flows and where bottlenecks might lurk.
Ah, I see. So, does this mean the monitoring system must have some sort of in-depth knowledge of the system it's observing?
Correct. The monitoring system is tailored with insights into the service's internal mechanisms, much like a seasoned chef knowing exactly how to tweak a recipe for perfect taste.
And this is where Borgmon steps in, right? How exactly does it capture this crucial data?
Borgmon uses a method called /varz, which exports internal state descriptions, like a detailed map of a treasure trove of metrics. It's like having a list of every treasure chest and rare artifact in an explorer's stash.
Using /vars, it sounds as though Borgmon can effectively facilitate communication within the monitoring process. Can it avoid some of the overhead typically associated with data collection?
Definitely, and that's the beauty of it. By using white box monitoring and VARs, Borgmon reduces the overhead like avoiding unnecessary detours on a quest. It gathers data directly, efficiently keeping the system light.
Such direct methods must require significant configuration management. Are there particular challenges in maintaining these configurations?
Absolutely, maintaining configurations can be like juggling flaming torches. But fear not, Borgmon provides tools and rules that streamline the process, ensuring everything stays in perfect order.
So, are we talking about predefined templates or rules that assist in managing these configurations?
Exactly. Picture a master artist who has a palette of stencils. The tools and templates remove repetitive tasks, helping engineers focus on creating rather than redrawing the same patterns.
Tools and rules certainly sound essential for this. How do they interact with or complement Borgmon during the monitoring process?
They're complementary actors in a play. Tools help enact the script of rules that Borgmon follows, ensuring every scene unfolds without a hitch. It's an orchestrated performance ensuring service health.
Sounds like a well-directed show. Do these elements offer flexibility in addressing unexpected incidents or new conditions in the services?
Indeed, like a nimble acrobat ready to handle surprises, Borgmon, with its flexible setups, adapts easily, crafting solutions for incidents as they arise.
That must be reassuring for engineers, knowing they have an adaptable ally. Could you provide an example of how Borgmon's rules might be applied in a real-world context?
Imagine running a dessert festival and needing to ensure no one's pastry is overcooked. Borgmon's rules act like taste testers, continuously evaluating metrics and issuing alerts before anything burns.
What a vivid description. This preventive alerting must be indispensable in upholding quality service levels across massive infrastructures.
That's right, it's about ensuring the finest confections every time. The rules allow for preemption, making sure challenges are swiftly addressed before escalating.
I gather it's about precision then. But given the complexities, how are teams typically equipped with the knowledge to generate and interpret these rules?
It's a learning curve like mastering a beautiful Guzheng tune. Google provides extensive training and documentation that empowers teams to wield Borgmon's capabilities with finesse.
Training sounds crucial, but how do you ensure that configurations stay nimble? Technology evolves rapidly, after all.
Very true, Neuvillette. Continuous integration and frequent reviews are key, like consistently tuning a string instrument to perfection as seasons change and melodies evolve.
There's an element of ongoing artistry there. How do engineers balance the need for updates with minimal disruptions to these systems?
A crafty combination of skill and timing, they implement changes in waves akin to rolling new harmonies smoothly into an existing symphony.
A harmonious balance of vision and tact, indeed. Are there scopes for engineers to creatively influence these processes?
Oh, certainly, engineers incorporate their creativity like adding flair to dance choreography. Drawing on experiences, they enhance both the rules and the overall architecture to meet new challenges.
This collaborative creativity must be essential for progress and innovation.
Exactly, each team member contributes their unique perspective, brewing a rich, effective blend of solutions. The essence of cooperation keeps monitoring fresh and adaptable.
It seems as though the constructs of Borgmon offer leaps of efficiency and adaptability for Google. Might there be humorous moments in this demanding dance of systems and alerts?
Oh, you bet. Sometimes those alerts, like eager young sparrows, love to tweet and chirp a little too often. Engineers call it the symphony of notifications, haha!
That's quite the musical metaphor. It's surprising how elegance can emerge even out of the chaos of constant alerts.
Indeed, Neuvillette. Embracing the quirks makes the process enjoyable. This intertwining of art and technology at Google is what ensures it thrives at every beat.
Hu Tao, I'm curious about how Borgmon manages to handle such vast quantities of data while maintaining precision in alerting. Could you elaborate on its methods for rule evaluations and alert management?
Of course, Neuvillette. Imagine Borgmon as a master alchemist, skillfully blending elements to create just the right potion. It evaluates rules in parallel, leveraging time series data to ensure that every alert generated is both meaningful and timely.
Parallel evaluations? That sounds incredibly efficient. Does this mean that Borgmon can handle multiple complex computations at once without significant delays?
Exactly. Think of it as chefs in a bustling kitchen, working on various dishes simultaneously. Every computation runs smoothly without bumping elbows. This allows for precise, real-time insights and alerting.
And how does Borgmon decide when to sound the alarm? Is there a specific threshold or condition that needs to be met for an alert to be triggered?
Ah, the art of alerting. Borgmon uses sensible thresholds, much like setting a thermometer only to ring when boiling point nears. Alerts are crafted to avoid flapping, which means they're set to fire only after sustained issues are detected.
Keeping the noise down while ensuring important issues are flagged. How does one find that balance within Borgmon's framework?
It's all about fine-tuning. Neuvillette, like perfecting a tune on the guzheng. The rules are carefully crafted and tested to ensure they respond to genuine signals while filtering out the background noise.
An intriguing balance indeed. What happens once an alert is triggered? How is it managed and communicated to the relevant teams?
Once an alert is triggered, it's sent to the alert manager, which functions like a dispatch center. It makes sure the right teams get notified, inhibiting less critical alerts if something major is already underway.
That certainly sounds organized. I assume Alert Manager also plays a role in reducing duplicate alerts.
Absolutely. Multiple Borgmons might scream about the same hiccup, but Alert Manager steps in to consolidate them, like an orchestra conductor ensuring harmony over chaos.
Borgmon's sophistication continues to impress. How does it utilize time series to support its alerting capabilities?
Ah, the time series. Imagine having a diary that notes every rise and fall, allowing Borgmon to analyze trends over intervals, making it adept at catching anomalies and predicting potential issues.
Such predictive capabilities must be vital for maintaining stability across large systems. Are these techniques also reflected in modern tools like Prometheus?
Indeed, Prometheus and other tools echo these principles, making time series and alerting logic accessible to all. It's like sharing a recipe for success across kitchens worldwide.
What a splendid analogy. I take it that principles like aggregation and rule-based alerts are central to these tools as well.
They are the heart of it all. Aggregation is like compiling the best parts of a story, while rules define what to focus on, ensuring clarity and action when needed.
How does Borgmon ensure its alerting mechanisms remain effective despite the complexity of the systems it monitors?
It's a dance of diligence, Neuvillette. Borgmon's rule evaluations are continually refined, much like a dancer polishing every step, to match the evolving rhythm of the systems it oversees.
The elegance of this system is truly astonishing. With such adaptability, does Borgmon also assist engineers in exploring data in new and innovative ways?
Absolutely. Borgmon allows for ad hoc querying, enabling engineers to explore and experiment without constraints, like a curious adventurer charting new territories in an open-world map.
I can see its utility. Does this capability mean that engineers can seamlessly transition their queries into standard monitoring protocols?
Yes. Once they carve a promising path, those discoveries can become permanent fixtures on service dashboards, a bit like turning a successful expedition into a well-trodden trade route.
An encouraging notion indeed. As these systems, including Prometheus, continue to evolve, are there any pitfalls they must watch for?
Ah, every hero's journey has challenges. Keeping complexity at bay while ensuring comprehensive coverage is crucial, lest they become a tangle rather than a guiding thread.
I imagine partnerships between engineers and these systems must be quite robust. Do they see value in co-evolving over time?
Absolutely, it's like tending a garden. Constant care and adaptation ensure both the engineers and systems thrive, blooming brightly to tackle future challenges.
With such growth in mind, how do these systems manage the ever-expanding landscapes of data and services?
By growing like a grand oak, new branches form, providing fresh ways to harness the data, ensuring that no matter the expanse, the reach always feels natural.
The analogy adds a comforting image of growth and stability. Might there be scope for further symbiotic advancements alongside open-source projects?
Definitely. By drawing from collective wisdom, we can create even more powerful iterations, like weaving together the strong fibers of varied experiences.
Thank you, Hu Tao, for offering such a vivid portrayal of Borgmon and its siblings, a tapestry indeed worth exploring. This perspective truly underscores the intricate beauty of such monitoring systems.
It's my pleasure, Neuvillette. Like a vibrant fireworks display, there's always more to illuminate in the world of monitoring. Let's keep our curiosity ignited and enjoy the spectacle.